Welcome to Mr. Wizard's Workshop, episode 30. This week's episode is Productivity Principles, number 4. Last week's episode, I discussed the third of a group of core principles for personal productivity. These are the mindsets, beliefs, paradigms, patterns, mental models, which can be the foundation to build all of your productivity techniques, systems, and practices on. So a quick recap, last week's principle number 3 was we have 3 brains, not just one, and we think that we are the thinking, our highest level brain, but much of the time it is actually the 2 older, more primitive brains, which are actually controlling us and driving our behavior. I'll post a link to last week's episode in the description of this week's workshop recording, in case you missed it. And this week, the principle that we're discussing is habit is destiny. So as you probably know, I'm all about meaningful quotes from smart people. So I have several scattered through this one, but the first one is, we first make our habits and then our habits make us. John Dryden, famous English poet. So we have what are kind of like freeways that we create in our 3 brains and in our bodies. And as we do something over and over, it's like paving a road over and over and deeply establishing it within ourselves. In the brain, there's a process called myelination, which builds up neuro-connections in the brain. So when we repeatedly do or think things, this turns into habits, and these neuro-connections are strengthened. A couple of quick pictures, don't have to dive into all the details, but the myelination process makes the coating around the nerves, the axons, thicker. And that means that the signals are transferred faster because of the thicker coating. As you can see, the second picture just kind of shows you the concept of over time, as you grow and mature and learn, the axons around particular things, your habits get thicker and thicker and thicker, which is a good thing if it's a good habit. So the basic key concept or takeaway is go to work on the habit level of yourself. Become conscious and intentional. Notice what habits you have and design and implement routines and rituals that are empowering to you and help you eliminate the things that you really want to stop doing and to implement the habits that are going to best serve you. So based on recent study, it takes, on average, 66 days before a new behavior becomes automatic. How long it takes to form a new habit obviously can vary widely depending on the particular behavior, the person, and the circumstances. In this particular study, it took anywhere from 18 days to 254 days for people to form a new habit. Key idea is it will probably take you anywhere from a couple of months to, even up to 8 months potentially to build a new behavior into your life. So it's not the effort of a few days. But interestingly, the same research also found that missing one opportunity to form the behavior did not materially affect the habit formation process. In other words, it doesn't matter if you mess up every now and then. For example, if you get to meditate one morning, that doesn't kill your chance of building a habit of morning meditation. The good news is that building better habits is not an all or nothing process. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and then develop strategies for getting back on track quickly if something goes awry on a given day. So the key point here, the thing you want to really take in, is commit to making small incremental improvements rather than pressing yourself into thinking you have to do it all at once. Let's do a recap with some more quotes. So this first one is from the book, The Tao. So what's your thoughts? They become your words. What's your words? They become your action. What's your actions? They become your habits. What's your habits? They become your character. And what's your character? It becomes your destiny. So we are what we repeatedly do. Excellent then is not an act, but a habit. Will Durant. Good old Samuel Johnson. The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. The last one from Horace Mann. Habit is a cable. We weave a thread of it each day, and at last we cannot break. Productivity principle number 4 is habit is destiny. So your action item for this week is have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And let me give you an assignment if you want to take it. We're going to watch It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed. This live weekly workshop is all about time, task, energy management, and productivity. So I have a question for you to ponder. Is your time, task management technique deal with whatever comes up as it happens? If so, then you probably struggle with procrastination, regularly find yourself neglecting your highest priority tasks, spend way too much time on busy work and less important tasks, and have difficulty deciding what to work on next, or you default to busy work. So here's a quote from Brendan Bouchard. If you leave your time to randomness, you are stealing from your greatness. So if this is you, then you need to download my free quick start guide to time blocking. Time blocking can solve all of those issues I just mentioned and save you 10 hours a week. I love it, and it's one of the most important and useful things I teach my coaching clients. I'll post the link for the free download in the description of this week's video.